seriously, there's some serious sex going on with those ducks.
Serious ducking, Sherry.
Yeah, serious ducking.
You can't drink through your mask, Dee.
I'm trying.
We have our beautiful Wonderbird BDA masks on today. Thank you. With our
Thank
motif.
you.
Thank you. And what I like is it looks like we have a beak.
Yes, we do.
It
We
does.
also have this lovely little thing that helps us breathe more easily.
Yeah.
BDA masks all the way.
Much better than the other ones, aren't they? I mean, this is the best one I've had so far because I can't breathe in the others at all.
I'll take my lipstick off.
Darling Sherry, we've missed you. Tell us everything. How have you been?
I've moved, but more importantly, I'm really angry.
Why?
I've never realised how pathetic it is to rely on things like broadband, Wi-Fi, telephones. What did we do before all that happened? And it frustrated me. I couldn't get on anything, I couldn't work anything. And you just think, what have our lives become? Have we not got anything that we don't need? Wi-Fi, broadband, telephone? What, I mean, surely to God it doesn't matter that much. And then I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get in touch with people. And I thought, isn't it ridiculous that we live in this ridiculous world where we can't manage without Wi-Fi? We can't manage without, for 2 minutes though.
But I think, Sherry, what you're missing is we need to do pigeon post again. You've got a balcony. You could have some pigeons on there and we could all be in touch with each other.
I know, and that's the other thing. I now live on a beautiful canal. The place opposite me is called Yours is the Earth, and it's sort of an artisan, very old, if I could lift this up and show you, a very oldie worldy cafe, and they make their own pastries and cakes and very vegan, very vegetarian. I mean, it is beautiful. And then I can look at all the canal boats now. But I walk every morning by the canal and watch all those ducks. Seriously, there's some serious sex going on with those ducks.
Serious ducking, Sherry.
Yeah, serious ducking.
I give them bread and they dive from each other, and there's a lot of death on the canal. I mean,
darling, what is it with you and animals? First, it was the hamsters, what are they?
Guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs.
Now it's the ducks. I mean, what is it with you and animals and
I
birds?
don't know. They're so cruel. They jump on each other's backs, and then one of them with his hand was holding another duck's head under the water.
No.
Yes.
Murder on the canal.
That's real ducking.
A new series, darling.
This duck, its head under the water while he did other things the other end.
Stop. Okay, I think we need to stop there, darling, or we're going to be censored.
Is that why they call it ducking?
Yeah.
You know, putting your head underwater. Duck. Is that because originally it was ducks who did it?
Yeah, Dee, that's the sweetest way of putting it.
It's a nature program. Sherry goes natural.
Actually, talking about nature programs, did any of you guys see the program last night with David Attenborough about the work? Oh my God, it was just incredible about what's happening to the earth. I mean, it really, it is mind blowing. I mean, they ended it on a high, actually, like we tried to do with our show, don't we? To say that a gorilla colony that he found 30 years ago, he thought was extinct, and now they've made it, and now there are over 1,000 gorillas living there. But what's actually happening in the world? Beautiful. I mean, if you get a chance to watch it, it's called Extinct with David Attenborough, and about all the animals that are becoming extinct and much, much faster now than ever before, and all the animals are going up higher and higher in their habitats because it's so hot. So they've just kept going up higher, and soon there's nowhere to go, and they're just gonna die because of the heat.
I must admit, animals have the most incredible instinct, because a friend of mine was in a tsunami, and I remember her saying that the day before, they were on the beach and they watched all the birds and the creatures move, and all of them moved out of the sky, they moved up to the mountains, the creatures all ran to, and they went, what's this? And
Yeah.
little did anybody know what came the next
But
day.
you know, my son-in-law,
That-
Mons, he was there, and his grandmother said to them that morning, she said, "We've got to get out of here. Something bad's going to happen." So she made his parents check out of the hotel that they were in, and his sister. That hotel was completely obliterated. She said, "We've got to get out of here. I can't tell you, something really bad's going to happen." And they escaped. And they were just literally, they were halfway up a mountain, miles away, when they saw it all happen. And his parents are both doctors, and what they did was they went into a hotel inland, they put the kids in there, and they went straight to work, and they stayed there for 2 weeks, saving lives.
How amazing.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to say that the segue from we think theatre is extinct, but it isn't, because the amazing guest of the day, Arlene Phillips, is here to talk to us about what she's been doing. She changed our lives in the 80s, with the dance world absolutely transforming with Hot Gossip, and she's still working, has not stopped since. So where are you, Arlene? Hi, darling.
Hi. Hi.
Good morning. Welcome to our nest. So, my darling, I was just saying, you have not stopped work ever. Please tell us about your latest production.
Well, I recently did, in fact, last week, a production of Hair. And Paul Taylor Mills, who runs the Turbine Theatre in Battersea, was offered to use the duty and they build a theatre. And I said, fine. This was 3 weeks ago. So for 2 weeks, I was auditioning on Zoom. I was trying to find cast people, get the whole of this creative team together to put on a production of Hair with a 3-day rehearsal period and a range of technical, but put it on we did, and it was 8 socially distanced seats, either in a bubble of 4 or a bubble of 2, in the open air, with the power station on one side looking towards the city.
Wow.
Amazing.
And we had projection screen, and somehow I did it, and it was so exciting. I felt like I came to life. I remembered who I was after months of solitary days, and it hasn't gone away. I'm still buzzing, although I have no idea.
Literally, you never stop, do you, darling? You've always worked endlessly.
Yes.
And you did also, we did that amazing gala for Grenfell that you created for the Grenfell Tower. You in a moment, you create things endlessly and brilliantly. And I think as testament to put on a show in 3 days with 3 days rehearsal. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I mean, it was because we were socially distanced. It was a concert version, but we had projection and everybody was apart, 2 meters apart,
Wow.
back. And if they were to turn their heads and sing towards each other, we were 3 meters. So everybody knew who they were singing towards. It was planned like an army. But it was wonderful. It was wonderful for everybody. Nobody has worked other than Harriet in this long period of time.
Arlene, I want to ask them 2 things. I want to ask you. Would you think that Hot Gossip would be now? Would we still have the group called Hot Gossip now, or have we changed a lot?
I think that we have changed a lot, and certainly when Hot Gossip started, it was in a way to change what Saturday night television was, which was always a lot of smiley dancers using limited dance vocabulary, and they were all very similar. And so when I created Hot Gossip, and it was 3 years of totally unsuccessful, being told too sexy for TV, and then the director David Narrative, the upcoming Kenny Ayres video show, said, I want Arlene Phillips, I want Hot Gossip, we're going to put this out there. And it changed my life, and it certainly changed the way television approached dance. But I don't know whether today, I mean, the outrage of the Pussycat Dolls when they did a dance were
Yeah.
wearing, you know, very similar clothes to Hot Gossip, caused today, all those years later, you know, from the 70s, sort of utter outrage, which makes you think that nothing has changed. And what I used to think is violence was much freer to display than anything to do with sex or overt sexuality. And actually, I think in many ways we're still there, although we have come further in dramas and there's far more explicit sexual scenes in dramas. In dance, I think we're still pretty much where we were, other than the most extraordinary dance and choreographers today.
Yes,
Yeah.
slightly gone backwards, haven't we, Arlene? Slightly gone back. The other question I wanted to ask you is, of all the things you've choreographed and you've done everything, anybody, and just been wonderful, is there something you haven't choreographed that you would love to now?
Oh gosh, I think the thing that I would love to do now, very, very sort of in love with contemporary dance. And the thing that I'd love to do, I have made one piece of work with Ed Watson from the Royal Ballet, and we've got another extraordinary idea that came to me from a photograph I saw about a very famous star, I can't say who, and I want to create that in dance. I want to do that more than anything, and we're plotting and planning, and it's everything that I think about. It was an idea that I thought the photograph that was seen from the back, I thought it was Ed Watson in a pose. I thought it was Ed, and then suddenly this idea popped in, and I'm going to make it happen. It won't just be an ambition; it will happen.
You're amazing.
I love that about you. I love your positivity. Arlene, the thing that strikes me the most about, apart from your incredible talent, I always look at you and think, how do you manage to look so gorgeous always?
A lot to do with dance, a lot to do with, I have a daughter who's a makeup artist, and let me tell you, good makeup can really hide anything.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, and again, I'm loving Zoom because it's just the upper half of the body, good bra, head up, and not too many close-ups. It's perfect.
Yeah, the thing is, Arlene,
Fantastic.
I've seen you in the flesh, and I mean, however much makeup can do, it can't do that much. I mean, it's all about the way. I mean, a lot of the thing about aging, I think, is that people start to slouch over, don't they, and walk older.
Yes, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of, you know, I always tell people, you know, who are worried about aging, the most important thing is balance. The most important thing is that you can stand up, you can stand on one leg, doesn't matter which leg you choose, make sure you can stand on both of them and hold that position, because it gives you a lift and it gives you an air. But I think the most important thing is, I know my chronological age, but inside, I haven't yet felt what age is. I am still ambitious, I'm still passionate, I still have a drive. And I think so much of aging is to do with the way that you think and the way that you feel.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
When people used to ask my mother how old she was, she used to say, "Do you mean how old is my body, or how old am I?"
Oh wow!
And people never used to be able to. They'd say, "Oh, I mean, how old are you?" They would never say, "How old is your body?" I mean, and that's what's so awful. As actresses, we all have this. You know, on Wikipedia, our age is everywhere. It's so, because we're not. You know, there are actresses who are in their 40s who have always played 60-year-olds. There are actors that have always played younger. You know, we are just people. You don't walk around the street with your age over your head, do you?
No,
Exactly.
My sister always says, Arlene, I'm so fed up of seeing your name in a newspaper or a magazine, and it's always got your age next to it. But it doesn't happen for younger women.
No, I've got to say, Arlene, I remember you. I'm not going to even say the year or the date, but I actually used to go to your classes, and to me, you look exactly the same. In fact, I think you look better now, in fact. And I'm not just saying that, seriously. And I used to have 2 left feet, and I would always try to get into musicals. And it was like, you were such an inspiration to me then, and still are. And over the years, I've watched you absolutely blossom. And, you know, and when you said your passion, that's what you feel from you, your passion. You've always been the same. And so I mean, I know that Sherry said about, you know, what you'd like to do, but is there anything you're just doing next, you know, now, sort of in the planning?
No, funnily enough, Hair, which we have just done, went really well, and producers are looking to be able to put it on because it's socially distanced, and, you know, 8 in the cast, 5 musicians. So it's of our time, you know, if we can get audiences in. But because it's been planned as a concert, I think that you know, people have got the idea, well, this would make a perfect open air concert. But no, my work, of which was the most exciting year I've had in a long time, I call it like the sea at Southport that continues to go out, and you think it will never stop. That's my work. It's going out, and I think it will never stop, because this year's gone, some of next year's gone, because what I was supposed to do this year, they're trying to do next year, and I just patiently wait and try to remain positive, even when I do those dark days and I wake up and I'm going to have to think about who I am now, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not,
of course.
My work.
But knowing you, Arlene, it will all come back, because I feel so confident in you. It will all come back, and it will all be amazing. And this time next year, we'll be sitting here, and you'll be telling us about all these amazing things you're doing. 100% I know that.
Well, and Nika Burns said she's opening theatres from the beginning of November yesterday. So, you know, that's all beginning. Jamie's coming back, and all the theatres, which is fantastic. And you said you haven't spent so much time with your husband.
No.
Ever.
No, it's the longest in 35 years that we've actually been isolated from anyone else, seeing anyone else. I would do kind of Zooming with friends, he would do Zooming with friends, but basically it was the 2 of us. And the big thing that we did was walking. We were going up, doing 20,000 steps, uphill, downhill, because I want a form of exercise that I've never done before. Because everything I've done before, I think I'm never going to get out to it. This was a new experience, and that was the big thing that we shared together. How far could we walk? Shall we do this hill today? Oh no, come on, let's tackle it, encourage each other.
That's amazing.
That's fabulous. Absolutely. Oh, Arlene, it's so great. I was so excited when Harriet and Sherry and Debbie said you were coming on the show, to actually see you again, almost in the flesh. Oh, will you come back again and talk to us, please?
I would love to. I'd love to. I love chatting to women, because we all share so much that we have a language we share that you barely even need to discuss.
We do.
It's like you can come back and do it. We could do a Wonderbirds musical. We could do it right here.
We could.
Wow. Let's do it. Look, there's how many of us? Perfect.
Yes.
5 of us.
Let's do it.
And Arlene, I can do dancing sitting down. You know, you could do that. We could do a whole thing. We could do some routines on Zoom.
I have a whole chair choreography workout plan, because I work on the outside.
Let's do hot
Please.
on Wonderbirds.
Yeah.
In a chair.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness. Dream come true.
All on a chair. Yes.
Thank you, darling, so much.
Thank you, Arlene.
Bye.
Love you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
What an inspiration. And we've got another job.
Oh,
yeah.
But we have to make this happen. I would like to do some choreography. See if Arlene can make us into, like, well, who are those people that used to, we could do it here, couldn't we? Like a Zoom. A Zoom.
Zoom, and she's got to do choreography.
Oh my goodness. For a Monday afternoon as well. This is just, I mean, a ray of light. Oh my goodness.
Many years ago, I did Tap Your Troubles Away at Chichester, and we did it we all did it sitting on a chair.
Really?
Tap your troubles away. We all did it sitting on a chair. Yeah, it's the only way I could ever do a tap dance. It was great.
Wonderful. Me too.
Who have we got coming? What day is it? Monday? Who have we got coming on Wednesday?
We have got the legendary Marty Wilde coming on Wednesday. I'm so, well, it's just another excitement, isn't it? Really, because how fabulous that he's coming on our show, and he's got a video and a record out with his daughter Kim Wilde. So he'll be talking about that.
Is she coming else? Is she coming? Is Kim coming on as well?
Kim can't come on actually because she's doing. She's actually working, doing something else. But Marty's coming on and to talk about it, which is really exciting.
Brilliant.
That's fantastic. How thrilling.
What did you say, Sherry?
I said, I hope he shows the video so we can see them singing
Absolutely,
together.
yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm sure he will.
Oh, it'd be
Something
really
to look
exciting.
forward to.
Yeah, well, so today is supposed to be the hottest day for ages, isn't it? It's got September's gone crackers as usual.
Yeah, mad.
Always.
I thought it would.
Yeah, it's gone mad. Anyway, guys, well, it's lovely to have you back, Sherry. It's been very weird without you.
I know.
Very
It
weird.
really has.
I shall see you Wednesday.
Oh,
All right, darling. Take care. Love you.
Everybody. Don't drink too much because I mean, do drink a lot of, make you hydrated, but not too much alcohol.
Yeah.
Bye,
Yeah, well,
darling.
love you.
See you Wednesday.